From the calm, seemingly unhurried formations of military aircraft over the country, John Q. Public and family are fast becoming as air-minded as their fathers and grandfathers became. One day late because of a heavy rainstorm of 65 miles an hour, the 1940 and a welcome to Cleveland from F.C. Crawford, president of the National Air Races. Of the last 13 National Air Race meetings, the 1947 races mark the 10th held in Cleveland. Ohio's Governor Thomas J. Herbert brings the welcome and best wishes of the Buckeye State. The Bendix Trophy Race, the longest cross-country event on the program, gets the races off to a fine start as movie stunt flyer Paul Mantz, who set a new record in winning the 46 Bendix, makes another record-breaking flight. From a standing start and with one stop for refueling, Mantz flew the 2,048 miles from Van Nuys, California to Cleveland in 4 hours, 27 minutes, maintaining an average speed of over 460 miles per hour. DeBona second and Lunken third joined Mantz on the platform. Jacqueline Cochran, for many years a leading figure in American aviation and herself winner of the 1938 Bendix, congratulated fourth-place effort. Bill Eddy, Tommy Mason, and F.P. Whitten finished 5th, 6th, and 7th. Although she finished out of the win circle, Jane Page received $1,000 for turning in the fastest time for a woman pilot. Big Bill Odom, his backer Milton Reynolds, and the Bombshell, in which Odom set a new round-the-world mark of 72 hours, 5 minutes. Favorite, Odom was kept from starting by a fuel leak. Don't purposely try this until you've logged a lot of air hours. It's stunt flyer Jimmy Grenier's conception of what we humans look like when we're learning to fly. Right in line with the increasing civilian interest in aviation is the Goodyear Trophy Race, a new event on this year's program. This race is limited to midget planes of individual design, such as the one entered by B.F. Robinson. Sweet Pea is the name of the plane entered by Art Chester, veteran air race pilot. Steve Whitman, another air race veteran, has entered this red job, known as the Whitman Special. Many of these planes, built in backyards and garages, contain jealously guarded secret features or hand-tooled parts which may well become standard on the plane of the future. They're off. Flown in 4 elimination heats, 2 semifinal heats, and 1 final race, the Goodyear took 2 days of flying to complete. With their power limited to engines of 190 cubic inch displacement, most of them Continental C-85s. Some of these tiny planes, making the most of design and construction, reached speeds of almost 200 miles per hour. Crossing the finish line, Bill Brennan zooms off into the wild blue yonder, flying the Whitman Special to victory. Mutual Admiration Society, Brennan and Whitman. Goodyear President P.W. Litchfield awards Brennan the Goodyear Trophy. The Call to Battle Stations opens a service show simulating actual battle conditions. Enemy planes are sighted, and gun crews man their stations. Formation of B-29 passes over to drop its eggs. Too close for comfort. The Navy's cracked Blue Angels demonstrate formation flying techniques. and airborne troops are dropped to consolidate the position. With the second holding of the Halley Trophy race, the National Air Races seem assured of an all-woman event worthy of the flying ability and competitive spirit of such girls as Ruth Johnson and Jane Page. At the starter's flag, Ruth Johnson takes the lead, cuts the first pylon close, and wings her way off on the first of 5 laps of the 15-mile quadrangular course, with Dory Marland in close pursuit. But luck, both good and bad, follows Dory Marland. Bad luck in a crack-up that eliminates her from the race, and good luck in that she is able to walk away from the wreck to fly another day. There's nothing to remind one of powder puffs and fancy hairdos in the race these girls are flying as they swing their AT-6s around each pylon and roar off to the next. Ruth Johnson holds her early lead, however, and becomes the winner of the second Halley Trophy race, with Grace Harris in Bill Ong's ship second and Edna Gardner White third. With a smile on her face, her arms full of roses, and the proud red cap of Kendall perched jauntily in the air, Ruth Johnson is typical of the fine American youth wherein lies the future of American aviation. Sammy Mason makes stunting look easy, but experienced pilots will assure you that it takes great flying ability and split-second timing. Another new event in the 1947 races, which catches the fancy of the spectators, is the Kendall Trophy race. Sponsored by the Kendall Refining Company of Bradford, Pennsylvania, the Kendall Trophy race is limited to P-51 ships of identical design and is dedicated as a tribute to all World War II pilots, and especially to the thousands of young Americans who fought and won America's battles at the controls of P-51 Mustangs. Never in the history of air travel has there been a more logical sponsor for a flying event. Kendall and aviation grew up together. From the time of the barnstorming pilots who flew by the seat of their pants to modern blind flying and speeds approaching that of sound, Kendall's record of achievement is unsurpassed. With greater and greater horsepower being produced by reciprocating engines, and the revolutions per minute of various parts increasing in proportion, lubrication has become a prime factor in the proper functioning and long life of aircraft engines. Kendall, the 2,000-mile oil, the oil you use in your car, has assisted in answering